stream button.
Play, let it rip.
Let's fight. It's receiving content. Your audience. We'll see you in a moment. Get ready, cause there's going.
You're signed into
Jared, I can totally see you now. Stop. Use your encoder. Hi, my name is Finn Berry. No one's here yet, as far as I know. You should be the guy that reads all the questions.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, because you have a better voice for it. I will be the guy that's here.
What would you tell?
You're also the president.
A person going to NC for the first time.
That I have cards and they're team pack cards. So clearly you might play cards at team pack. Especially if I'm around. Because I like cards.
Have you ever played blackjack?
Yeah, well, I don't like blackjack, but I've played blackjack. Because
what do you more like?
I like games that require strategy.
Like war?
War requires no strategy. Are you kidding? It's draw! Look, I got a king! Draw! Look, I got a 5, you lose! Yeah! I mean, that's literally all war is.
I'm usually pretty lucky, so I do enjoy that game. Just because.
I've got. Yeah, well, my king's cooler than yours.
There's only 3 presidential candidates who like released information on time.
It's okay.
For the news reports. That's kind of cool. I mean, that's one of us.
Yeah, we did it. Parties. We did a thing. And you know what? We can be proud of that, and we can live our lives.
Look how red that is. It's so red. Like, look, white,
do you know,
red.
I don't know if you knew this, but I wanted to show it to you, because in case you didn't know. Did you know? I'm trying to remember which one it is. Was it? It might have been that one. Crap. So it was I want to say it's the King of Hearts that doesn't have a beard or mustache. Apparently that deck has it wrong because of an actual king, and it was based after him.
Well, let me just show you. Look, really quick. Look, white, red.
White.
Wow. So how's work?
Work was good. Oh yeah. See. So look, the regular.
Do we have any people in?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So look, he has no mustache. And then every other king has a mustache. See that?
We're live streaming on our YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
Alright, and mute
King
the
clubs.
Stream. Top chat.
Hello, chat. My name is something. And mustache. That's a fun little card fact that you might have not known. Are you reading any books right now?
Yeah, well, actually, I've read a bunch of books this week.
Like what?
I reread the Ranger's Apprentice.
I love those. Those are so good. I mean, there's like 10 of them, so it's a lot, but it's good.
Well, I just scratched my nose, and you scratched your head like right after. That's weird.
Scratching again.
We technically have 5 minutes until the stream.
But this way we're already talking and doing stuff when they come in, so we're like warmed up, ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. So what'd you ask? Sorry. Oh yes, I read the Ranger's Apprentice. Have you ever read the Brother Band series?
That was the side series he did, right?
No, it wasn't a side series. It's another main series, but it's attached to the same universe.
No, I never read that.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Okay.
Okay, so you know the Scandians, right?
Yeah.
It's about people that are Scandians.
Ah, that is interesting.
So it's basically Viking adventure.
I'm
But
not
way
a fan
cooler.
of Vikings. I like Lyle, the kindly Viking.
They're good people, not like villain Vikings.
You said like Vikings, so
I don't know what Vikings weren't actually that bad.
Let's go raid monasteries.
Well, they would raid because they lived somewhere where they couldn't. Well, what they
There are
first
better
did-
ways to get through that situation, okay?
Well, first off, they raided because they wanted to, and they also wanted to conquer land as well. And they made a bunch of diplomatic trade routes, and they did a bunch of
Yeah. Not all of them were bad. I did know that. Like Leif Erikson.
Believe it or not, Leif Erikson, a Viking, was the first person to discover America.
I did know that. My dog's named after Leif Erikson.
Leaf?
Yeah.
Oh. Come here, Leaf!
Yep.
No, don't stop eating the leaf, Leaf.
I have said that to him on multiple occasions.
My arms are on fire.
Mine are not. I gotta be a dolphin today.
You got to eat a dolphin?
No, I gotta be a dolphin.
Wait,
I do.
how did
mascot
one
work.
become a dolphin?
You put on a suit.
Oh, you were a mascot?
Yeah, for a birthday.
Or were you
party.
like a costume? You were a costume from a costume party. Did
But-
you walk it?
No, it was for my work, but it was funny. The kids were like super excited, and they were like Dab. And then I started dancing. So I was like motioning like, come on, let's have a dance off, and so I like danced off against all of them. It was fun.
They were like, damn.
Yep. But I had like this big bill, so what I did, it was like up here. It was fine.
Lane, you can technically talk. You don't have to be 100% quiet yet.
I'm reading this book that you can't read the title of. So I'm going to use my hand.
Carbon.
Altered Carbon, which
Altered. I can't understand these letters, man.
yeah, it's cool. I can't speak your language, man.
What is that even? Is it just like...
It's not even English. That's a
Yes.
made-up word. All words are made up.
All words are fake. Brought upon by lies.
I'm also reading this book.
Come fly with me. Come
Hiss,
fly
whiz,
with me.
Hiss you. So.
If you like
F.
to talk to tomatoes, if
You-
oh gosh, I broke it.
Now you screw me up. If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash can make you smile, if you like to waltz with, is it tomatoes again? Up and
Maybe.
down the produce aisle. Have we got a show for you? It's your cue. It's your cue. It's your cue. It's your cue. But you're supposed to start singing Veggie Tales. It's the chorus. Like Veggie Tales. You don't like that. That was your cue.
Veggie Tales.
Lima
Broccoli.
beans, celery,
So.
gotta be VeggieTales.
Oh, I said peachy peas.
I don't remember the rest of it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shower. Is that okay? Will it interfere with
You've
your
given
video?
me the dark cam.
No,
It's only 9 days till NC.
I know it's crazy.
I know, we haven't seen each other in a year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in person.
In person, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Just shower quietly.
Shower quietly.
Yeah, I won't
Tell
shower
the plumbing, hey, plumbing, listen up. I want you to
Listen
be
up.
quiet.
I need you to lessen the pressure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some good drink.
Oh yeah. Get a little grape juice.
Yeah.
Grapefruit juice.
Fruit, grape.
Now, what I'm really tempted to do is just not stare at your face the whole time and like play a video game in the background.
Distraction.
Oh, I could totally talk and play Rocket League at the same time.
Oh, that, yeah, yep. 100%.
I do it all the time. I just will put no effort into the actual gameplay at all.
Don't screw up your teammates.
I'll play solo.
Is anyone watching? Hey, Sabroski, aka Grayson. We have 2 people watching.
Wait, we do?
Yeah. Hello, people. How are you today?
2
My
watching now. Is it me? It's me and you.
Oh. Does it count me? I'm in the creator studio.
Oh, no, then there's 1.
Because I don't think
We apparently have
counts you
0
if you're in the
subscribers,
creator
so I'm
studio.
gonna subscribe.
No, it doesn't count you because I did the other day. And Jason was watching, and it only said 1. But
Well, who's watching?
I don't
Leave
know.
us a question. Leave us a question. We totally want to see.
I don't like talking. Don't tell them to do that.
What?
I said I don't like talking. Don't tell them to put questions. I don't want to answer questions.
Whoa, okay. How retarded did I look while sneezing?
I mean, it was kind of like, ah! You should have used the trick you taught me at NC last year.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yep.
I have not used that trick since then.
No, you like told me about it, and then you never used it. You're like, Finn, you should do this thing where you put your finger like this and you put pressure on it, and it stops you from having to sneeze. I hope my nose doesn't start bleeding again.
Didn't I at one point save you from sneezing?
Yes.
Because of that, I like reached over.
You're like, dude. It was like before you told me the trick, so you just did it, and I was like, what is going on?
He's
We
like,
had
"Why is
only
my
known
sneeze gone?"
we had known each other like 24 hours by that point too. It was like day 2, and so he just reaches over and does this. I don't know.
No sneezing. Not allowed. We're in the middle of a message.
I don't remember who was talking.
It was somebody.
It was,
And
it was
I
somebody.
think I might have been. Or I didn't want you to get in trouble for making loud noises.
Oh man, he sneezed. Arrest this man!
Okay, so like within the first 4 seconds of me being here. Okay.
3 people watching.
The. We have actually people watching.
I know.
All right, guys. Just remember to be eligible for the $50 gift card. You have to
Sell out.
ask a question. Well, no. The reason is because I can't. We don't know who they are until after they ask a question.
Oh no, I was just making a joke because giveaway.
Don't call your
it's
teammate
cool.
a sellout.
I would have done the same thing. I mean, technically, I am.
Because we're on a team.
Look, you should spend part of that $50 on our T-shirts.
Definitely, that would be a good investment.
I'm excited for
sure.
the T-shirts. I don't have
I am
them yet,
too. Oh, whoops! I missed my.
but they're currently being worked on by my friend.
My gosh, what is my teammate? He's just become a god. He's an AI, and he's just.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought you were playing solo.
I was playing with an AI.
I was playing with the computer because I don't have any friends.
Well, I was playing against real people.
No, I said with, not against.
4 watching.
Hi, I am number 4. That's a good movie. Trying to think of stuff to talk about.
Hold on, 2. Oh my gosh.
What was your favorite donut you had at NC?
Oh my gosh, definitely just the plain old glaze. To apply.
Strawberry
for-
frosted?
I'm not really big on strawberries.
Okay.
Okay, to apply for the. Where's the dollar sign on my keyboard? There it is. $50 gift
Good night.
Visa gift
Cat, what
Card.
are you doing?
not crad card.
It's looking at me. It's
You
okay,
must
that's over there.
first
It's
ask
over bed.
a question so we know
He's looking at me. 'Cause- 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 'cause-
There we go.
Trying to find stuff to talk about.
Oh man, I got kicked for being idle. So, what's something you've done that you will never do again?
I'm getting deja vu.
Did I ask that last time?
You did.
Uh,
And I totally, the next day I thought of like a way better answer than what I said.
well then answer.
But I can't remember what it is. It was something really good too that made perfect
Professionalism.
sense. And I was like, yeah. But I don't know.
Alrighty.
I will
Then
never graduate high school again.
Good plan. I think I'm with you on that one. Once I graduate.
The graduation was fun. So we did it with our homeschool group.
Yeah?
And we did like a whole slideshow. I had to put the slideshow together. It was kind of funny looking through old photographs and stuff.
Old photograph.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph.
And then
Every time I do with me.
And then my mom told me, she was like, okay, your dad and I, so how it's going to work is we're going to have the slideshow, and your dad and I are going to talk, and then we're going to get off stage. I was like, can I talk? I want to talk. So I talked, and it was funny, because, so...
Can I talk? No, you can't, son. You were
But-
born a mute.
But it was... I would hate that. I love talking too much.
Me too.
But...
Ah, frick.
Like, I got up there, and I don't know what I want to do now that I'm done with high school.
You know what I'm hoping to do? And never mind, I'm not saying this on stream. I'll tell you after. Because this is a brilliant idea, and it, if stolen, would be quite sad.
That would be sad. But,
So I'll tell you about it after.
I mean, I don't see anyone from Team Pack stealing it, but...
Well, you know, somebody here, who might not be from Team Pack, just stumbles across,
Hey, let's
Our-
watch this stream.
comes across and watches our stuff. And then they see this and they're like, oh, that's a brilliant idea, and then it's stolen forever.
Yeah.
So,
But, so I made a joke because Nora, my sister, is really good at art and she likes cats, so maybe she'll do something with cats and art. And then Aiden, my
Art cats.
brother Aiden, not your brother Aiden, I don't like
is
cats.
great at cooking.
Yeah, he won a TV show, so he won,
You've told me that.
yeah. But just explain, so he won $25,000, so I said, Aiden's set for life, because he won $25,000.
My gosh, if he, how much interest did he put that into the bank for?
I don't know.
Oh
I think
my
interest
gosh.
is pretty low right now.
Well, if it, no, it's a set. Well, you should try to go for a compound interest, at least 6%, because in 24 years that will have, quadrupled.
I don't think you know how math works.
Excuse me, but I've been taking a finance class, and I know how to only have to work for 24 years of my life and then retire on my salary for the rest of my life. So, excuse me, but I am all covered and lagging really bad.
Hey!
Oh, well.
Ethan asked a question.
Ooh, all right, Ethan.
Good old Ethan Brazil. He says, "Hi guys, what is your campaign message, and why did you choose it?"
Ooh, okay,
I'll
that's a
go back
good
to
question.
Oscar now. Do you
So-
want to talk first?
All right, I was just about to, so it works for me. Okay, so we had our campaign message thought about and kind of given to us in inklings. Not necessarily inklings, but you know, God plants seeds throughout our daily lives. And he hints at stuff and he opens up doors and gives you experiences so that you can better for what purposes he has for you. And you can be better prepared for the purpose he has for you.
I'm cool with that.
So when we decided we were going to run, which was almost exactly is at the end of
it was like the last day.
this is the last day of the
Yeah.
of last
We were watching the intern game. Grayson's like, "Hey Finn, do you want to run for vice president if I run for president next year?" Okay, continue.
Okay, so I closed out my game. I'm gonna get into this. All right.
Seriously.
So now there's actually people watching. I'm very excited about this. So the message is lead people, or our tagline is out of the fire, so that you're out of to help lead people out of the fires of death and into the warm and safe embrace of God and Christ and the Holy Spirit all at once, because God in three persons. Anyway, three. It's so it's the Illuminati, all right. So it's a triangle.
God.
But
Jesus is one of the sides.
It's
the Holy Spirit's the other side.
I don't know anymore.
What do you want from me? So, this is how many fingers I have.
So once you're in the fold of God, He will protect you from famine. Not guaranteed, but He will most likely protect you. Good example of this. I had a buddy of mine who was driving in the road in his family's van, and there was an animal in the road. There was a deer in the road, and he swerved to try to avoid it. He swerved too hard, and he hit a tree. The rest of the van crushed like a can. Like, the passenger seat was crushed. Like, if someone was in the passenger seat, they would be dead. But he came out practically unscathed, just had a few bruises. So, I thought that was pretty cool. So, as well as that, in the book of Daniel, there's the story of Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, who led by example and didn't praise Nebuchadnezzar as if he was a god, and they got thrown into the fiery furnace, out of the fire.
That killed the guards that threw them in.
It was so hot, it killed the people throwing them in. It killed the guards. They were like, "Ha, get in there!" And then they caught fire and burnt up. That's hot fire. Like,
potentially.
Like, if you ever have a little campfire, and then once you're getting it started and you're getting a bunch of heat and you're trying to stand close to it to kind of watch, and then you realize this is melting.
It's hot.
This hurts. So the guards burnt up, and Meshach, and Abednego fell into the fire and just kind of stood around in the furnace, on fire, not burning up, not screaming,
and walking.
And Nebuchadnezzar was like, "Wasn't there only 3 people we threw into the furnace?" And his attendant, I forget who it was, says, "Yeah, we only threw in 3." And then Nebuchadnezzar's like, "Then why do I see 4 walking around?"
It's like the son of the gods.
And then he says, "Yeah, the 4th looks like the son of the gods."
I'm cheating.
You are cheating. I should have grabbed my Bible, but it's in my room at the moment next to my bed.
It's all the way over there.
Mine's that way, so. Anyway, and they came out of the fires of death that if they had worshipped Nebuchadnezzar, they would have probably died in.
Because they would have gone to hell.
They would have gone to hell. But they were brought out of the fires and into safety, and then they were praised among men because of their Nebuchadnezzar, and they brought
smell like smoke.
They brought worship to God, because Nebuchadnezzar recognized their God as higher than any other.
Yeah.
So, lead by example, and God will use you.
Yeah,
that's the message.
I mean, yeah, in a nutshell. I came up with. I'm gonna steal the show for a second. Be like, because on the back of our shirt we have actually on the front of our shirt,
Rack Shack and Bendy. Sorry,
Rack Shack and a Billy Goat.
Right, as you were saying.
But on our shirt we don't have a verse from Daniel. We actually have a verse from Psalm, which talks about God saying, "I will keep you alive during a famine." And we chose that because it shows you what is to come afterward, even though you might walk through the fires of earth, you will come out in the end not smelling like smoke. And even if you die on this plane, your soul is saved in an eternal life.
You nailed it. That's why we chose that psalm passage. Yeah, Finn came up to me. Well, once we got in contact, Finn was like, "Hey, so I found this verse, and I think
my
it goes
voice
really
sounds
well."
a lot higher, so it's like this.
Okay, so Finn came up and was like, "Hey, Grayson, I think this verse really compliments great. And I was
then
like,
Grayson was like, that sounds great.
That sounds like a brilliant idea.
This sounds amazing.
Let's put it on shirts.
We'll put the reference in the front and we'll put the verse on the back. With fire.
sounds like a great idea, Grayson. I'm glad we're on the same team here.
Oh, jeez.
So yes, any other questions? Because
No.
we love questions.
Rack, Shack, and Bunny. Not the.
Oh yes, Ethan. Thank you very much for your question.
Have you met Ethan? Like, talk to him?
I don't know.
He's cool. He was, so you know how we have the Team Pact has the Jimmy Brazil essay contest?
Yes.
Yeah, that was his cousin, right? Ethan can correct me if I'm wrong. And he got up and spoke before, if you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I met Ethan at, Congress,
I didn't
2016.
actually meet him, but congratulations on winning.
Winning? No. Jimmy... Gosh, I feel like you fell asleep during this. Jimmy was his cousin.
Oh.
Remember? And then, so Ethan gave the introduction before the top 3.
Oh.
The essay contest.
Congratulations.
Gosh. So that was awkward.
Yes. Sorry. You explained it. Explained it, and apparently my brain was putting different dots together.
My brain was like, this goes over here, this one goes up there, this way.
You were talking about speeches. My brain's like whale.
Look! A color. Wow. I have a... I can't do that with this chair.
I wish
I have
this
a
chair would
Bi-
go lower.
I have a Bible in French.
Can you read it?
Not fully.
Not what? Well,
But it's cool, nonetheless.
You know,
It's
I can
from-
read it if there's an English Bible right next to it that I has to be on the exact same page.
It's
as
also
the French.
it's also like really old. I can't remember the exact year.
Old. It's.
It's super old. I also have a Celtic New
Hold
Testament.
on. Let's see. Can I do this? Hey, I look better. That's what I did last time.
Look, it's Christmas stuff.
No, well, actually, technically, yeah.
I like Christmas. Do you
Technically.
like Christmas?
Yes, I do actually enjoy Christmas.
Do you like babies?
It's called Christ Mass. Why wouldn't I like
It is
it?
Christ Mass. I don't like Mass, but I like Christ.
Believe it or not, it's only been 20 minutes. Oh, do we have any other questions? Let's check.
Yeah, you can check.
Why did you choose preservance? Thank you, Nathan.
Perseverance. Wow.
Perseverance. I had it. Just. just
I
ignore me.
want to say this one. Mine's gonna be both
Oh
serious
gosh,
and
I
funny.
clicked the wrong thing.
So
I was wondering why your face was desynchronized.
my face is over here, or is it over here?
Well, no, what it was I accidentally clicked on the live stream, so you're speaking totally different things than what you're actually saying.
So my
from
mouth
point of
looks
view.
like it's completely off, like terrible lip sync. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Anyway, so
So last year at NC, I was in the Perseverance party. I was registered for it. Grayson was not. You were in Vision?
I was in the Vision party.
Yeah. And so when he brought up, hey, we should run, I was like, you know, we should go in the Perseverance party because he was like, yeah, I'm conservative Republican. I was like, in my opinion, you could decide for yourself because you're the president, who we run with, but I felt like the Perseverance party fit with the actual Republican party the best. So, like,
Yes, and then I went through and I read through the Perseverance party's stuff more in depth because last time it was like I had no idea about any of the party stuff or anything really. because it was my first year going. So my mom was like, "Oh yeah, you got to pick a party, you got to do all this stuff." And Mom was like reading them off, and I zoned out like halfway through both of them, and I was like, "She's like, division party sounds like a good one for you." And I was like, "Okay." So
This is good. I kind of only knew a little bit about because I went to Congress that year, and we had to
Okay.
pick a party for Congress as well.
So then I went through and I read them this year, and I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely perseverance party."
Persevere.
Persevere
And you will get the name
ants.
right.
Persevere ants.
Persevere through the ants, and they will not hurt you.
If you step on half of them, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine as long as you keep moving. They're too slow to catch up to you. They're tiny little legs.
Okay, let's see. Any other questions? None yet.
Who asked that question?
Nathan Thompson.
I know him.
He's on he's on our campaign team, so I do appreciate coming. How many people are watching right now? 4 watching, so we lost a person. But
No, what? We had 3.
no, we had 5 at one point.
I didn't see that.
I did.
I saw it. And I know who you are.
I know who you are. Running around. I should stop terribly singing on stream. So.
I don't even know what you were singing. I have a ticket
You have a ticket?
right here. Old ticket from when I saw Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I'm excited for the new one to come out. That
It
one's
looks
pretty cool.
good. So my good buddy Tristan, who I went and saw Avengers with in that picture, he was Star-Lord.
Yes.
We're planning on dressing up. And I was like, who should I go as? He was like, you have to go as Newt. Because apparently...
You look exactly like him.
Yeah, apparently if my hair were longer, I would look pretty much like him. And
You would.
I was like, who would you go as then? Grindelwald? And he went, no, I go as the fat guy.
Tristan said that?
Yeah.
What?
He's not fat, but I think he would be
Oh,
better
no.
for Grindelwald. What?
I'm slightly confused on what's happening here. So I'm playing in a local match, and I got put in with a Season 4 Grand Champion. Not a local match, sorry.
In that case, hope they're as good as their title says.
Not on the same team. Where is my teammate? Please put it in, sir.
Eth has... Okay.
Another question?
Yeah, Eth has a question.
Ooh.
It's a good question.
Yes.
I've got another question. You guys mentioned t-shirts. What are some ways you'll be campaigning at NC?
Okay, so we're gonna have a poster,
Wow. How... Here,
which
the poster is our ticket, right? That's what we...
no, we're gonna make a cooler one.
Oh, we are making a cooler one.
Yes.
I didn't know because your sister was kind of put in charge of all that.
Yes, she was.
And I
She's
don't live
working
with
on.
you, so.
She's gonna come up with a few ideas pretty shortly.
I think the main way we're gonna campaign, at least for me, I'm not. I'm gonna come straight out and say I'm not good at campaigning for myself because I don't like to promote myself. Like going back to the graduation, when the co-op was like, "We gotta do graduation for you." Originally, I was going to be the only one graduating. I was like, I don't want to have a graduation that's all about me because that's stupid and stuff. So I think for me, just I'm going to do what I did last year when I wasn't campaigning and just go around
Get to
and,
know a bunch of people.
yeah, just get to know people, and if they want to vote for me, and well, for us, I should say, but you know what I mean. If they want to vote for us and they like our message that God gave us, then by all means, they can vote for us. But that's kind of how I campaign. I am, like, I don't know the best way to describe it. George Washington. You know, because he was like, I don't want to be president.
Right, but he got voted for
Yeah.
too much. People were like, "Go, Mr. President."
I don't know. That's how I look at it. I've always kind of been that way. Except for when
I am similar in that, except for I do want to sell shirts.
Well, yeah, I want to sell shirts, but like, cause they're cool. And I bought like shirts from practically everybody last year at NC, and I love all the shirts. That's one of the exciting things about NC for me, is seeing the shirt designs people come up with to spread the message. And then when you
Right.
wear those shirts back home and people are like, what's that about? And it's like, yes, that was the point of these shirts. They get you to ask questions. And then you're like, well, look, the children of the light. We are the children of the light. We are the children of God. We are light in the darkness. We are tracking truth. We track the truth of God throughout daily life. The little grains of sand in the hourglass. We live every single one for God. You know? That's a cool part of NC. Is seeing all that stuff.
I should stop tryharding, even though these guys are really good. So I'm really focusing in on this.
But like trying to think of like more to say about, because I have more I want to say, but I don't know how to put it into words.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people ended up seeing our message because we posted it on the website we made, and I don't know how much traffic the website we made gets. So
yeah, but
like I feel like not a lot of people
grassroots
went and checked it
campaign,
out.
I think, has been pretty strong, because as far as I know, we were the first presidential candidates to start on social media and all that stuff, getting the grassroots going.
I think we were, and we've also got Nathan going out and getting grassroots going for us.
Yeah,
he's the
Nathan,
head of
you're
our
a great
campaign
guy.
team. Very helpful.
But like, I think for me, that's how I'm going to be campaigning, is by just being me. And if people ask about our message and campaign stuff, I'll bring it up. But if not, I'm not going to say like.
I'm gonna ask people to vote. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna ask people to vote. I'm also gonna work really hard to get to know them as well, and engage them. But I'm not gonna just be like, don't vote for me because I didn't do all this stuff just to not get voted for. I mean, I understand if you have better candidates that you want to vote for, vote for. Then of course I'm not gonna be like, what's wrong with you? You didn't vote for me. I understand that other people are gonna have different opinions and people are gonna agree with different standpoints. But I'm going to strongly encourage that they vote for me and Finn. Or Finn and I, sorry. As multiple people point out all the time.
Finn and I, you and I, him and I, they and I, she and I. But yeah, I'm probably only going to bring up campaign stuff if it comes up in conversation.
I mean, it definitely will, considering you're gonna...
Considering our faces are going to be everywhere with...
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, wait a second, aren't you Finn?
Are you trying to woo me over? I don't know. That's kind of when Grayson asked me, hey, do you want to run with me? I was like, I'm not good at promoting myself.
It's all about perspective.
Perspective. See, if you look at the car this way, it looks totally different than this. Looks so
See, if you look at the car
smaller.
this way, it looks like the back of a car.
See, no,
if you look at the car this way,
it
it
looks
looks
like
like
it's
the
really
front.
small. Then it's really big. Small, big. I hope that answered the question. We took like the long-winded route for the whole thing.
Sorry. We decided we were gonna go and do long.
Yeah. Funny story relating to self-campaigning. The other day last week at our church, we had a lady from WPSM, which is our like Christian station down here where I live.
Yeah.
She came and talked, and I was like, I felt called. God was like, hey, you know, you're good at talking and writing, which is so it's like her and a couple other people that run the station. And she's only here like once a year.
That's a bit of a not so frequent visiting time.
Yeah, but God was just kind of like, hey, you should go see if you can help out the station. So I actually self-promoted myself and came up to her and was like, hey, I like talking and creative writing. That was cool.
That sounds cool. I assume you got in?
Yeah, I need to call the people at the station, which I haven't been able to do. I actually went and looked at where the studio is. It's over at a hotel, actually. It's like a one-room studio. It's actually really cool. No one was there when I was there. But...
One-room studio. My gosh, this teammate is terrible. I'm just gonna say.
I'm your teammate.
I'm sure he's a great guy, but he's not meant to play Rocket League. It's not his destiny.
Your destiny.
It's not my destiny either, but...
Oh boy, Nathan has asked the hardest question I will ever have to answer.
Ooh.
Who are some y'all's role models?
Okay, King David.
Oh, wow, okay.
That is like
So
a
do we
massive
want to do
role
like
model.
5 each? We can like alternate between us.
Oh.
Because that's some. Sure. Like 5 is some, you know? It's a good amount.
Some. Alright, I think of a lot of people now. Hold on.
Okay, I'll go with one. I'm not going to say Jesus. Because...
Well, that's a given. That's
like a given. We all, as Christians, need to strive to be like Jesus.
Yeah.
I want to say J.R.R. Tolkien for my first one. Because...
You want to be a good book writer?
Well, yeah, I like writing a lot, and
I'm not saying. I'm just questioning further. Why do you see him as a higher?
Because Tolkien, he was a Christian. For people that don't know, they're watching, and he incorporated Christianity into Lord of the Rings so much that if you know a lot about Christianity, about the Bible, and you really look into Lord of the Rings, especially in the books, you could really see that connection.
I'm about to have a bunch of people hate me. I have not read the Lord of the Rings books.
Terrible person.
I have read all the Narnia books, though.
I don't like Narnia as much.
Why?
Also, Tolkien wrote and published his stuff before C.S. Lewis.
I think was he born?
They were
before
also
C.S.
good
Lewis?
friends. What?
That's like me and you. That's like trying to say that me and you, your book's better just because, or my book's better just because it came out a little bit before yours did.
You don't know that.
No, I don't know if that's how it's gonna end up happening. Oh yes, and for all those asking, yes, we are writing books.
I'm writing like 10.
Well, he's writing multiple
so many
books.
ideas. It's not even
I'm
funny.
writing a book series at the moment. I mean, I have multiple ideas. I'm just not going to work on them yet because I want to be able to focus my thoughts on one.
I kind of sometimes get that personality where I'm like, this idea needs a break. I need something fresh. Anywho, you should say your second role model. We're spending too much time rambling.
I mean, I wasn't rambling. I was staying on what you were rambling. You were rambling, and I was staying on.
You got me monologuing. You sly dog.
You sly dog. You got me monologuing.
Your nemesis and a... Oh, brilliant.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, Walt Disney.
This is a good one.
Because he did a lot. He didn't stop. He hasn't
stopped.
He never became complacent, which is something I want to do, but maybe not necessarily in the film world. But I don't want to become complacent in my faith either.
Right.
So yeah.
I know who
Your turn.
This one is. Mine is Peter. Apostle Peter.
From
Simon.
Oh, never mind.
Who were you thinking?
Peter from Narnia.
That's not a bad one, but
Well, I mean, he was really rude at the beginning of the book series, but
not really. He was logical. But I like Peter, Simon, because he is the apostle that you can relate so much to because he's so human. Because he
I'm pretty sure they were all human, but that's
well,
just
you
me.
know what I mean. In the Bible, there's so many times where he doubts God and stuff, but he always comes back so strong, you know. And
Yeah.
did you see the movie Risen?
I
back?
think I might have, maybe,
Where
possibly.
it's about the Roman centurion and he starts following Jesus and stuff.
I did not. I did
Okay.
not see that one.
In that movie, there's a part where he's following all the apostles after Jesus has died and has come back, and they're following where Jesus has told them to go. And Peter comes to give him water, and the centurion gets up and like hits him in the foot, and he goes like, "I brought you water," because he's like distant from them. But it was like such a thing that I could see Peter doing, and it I don't know, it just clicked with me. It was like, that is so human.
I brought you water and you touched my foot?
He
How
like slashed
dare
at his
you.
foot.
Oh, with like a sword?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
You just said
it
he
was
hit his
just, I
foot.
could so see Peter doing that, and it's interesting because you don't hear a lot like that from the other disciples, so.
Right.
Peter's always been my favorite because of that, because he's so, he's relatable to practically anybody.
I can see that.
Okay, it's your turn now.
Sir Isaac Newton.
That's a good one.
Because
It's a Newton one.
he tried to give glory to God through science.
Mm-hmm.
He used science
Science!
and the complexities of God's creation to try to point people towards, like, look, this couldn't have come about by chance.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's like, yeah, it did.
Does that make sense?
But so you know some history of science, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's the how for the longest time people thought the reason maggots existed is because they were being spontaneous generation.
Yep.
Well, then that proved to be wrong, but nobody wanted to
Believe it. Yeah.
not listen to it because he was a great scientist and he was very knowledgeable in a bunch of things. But because of that, he didn't. But because he did one great thing doesn't mean everything he says is correct. But people don't always do that. So Darwin was smart, but his theory is incorrect.
He even admitted it was incorrect.
Yeah.
And in like his last book, he said like the theory of evolution is completely flawed and it actually doesn't make sense.
He's like, there's a bit complex for my silly musings.
I messed up.
But you know who won't tell you that? Stephen Hawking.
He's
Especially
dead
since
now.
he's dead now. But
he won't be telling anybody anything. Okay.
but because like people will tell you Stephen Hawking believed in evolution, and it doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
Just because he comes up with one good idea doesn't mean. That's like saying, "Oh, check it out. I told you that it was going to rain tomorrow, and it rained. Now,
Clearly, I know the future.
now it's going to storm tomorrow, so that means that." And then I say it storms tomorrow, and it doesn't. But because it didn't storm, you're going to keep telling me it's going to storm. 3 days later, you're like, he said tomorrow was going to storm, but I believed it stormed. I just didn't see it. Like,
Exactly.
it's like, no, that's not how that works. Because I got it one big thing right doesn't mean everything else I say is right.
Yeah.
Just because I was right about one thing. Anyway, now it's your turn. I've said 3. You have said 2.
I have a few options, and I like all of them.
Well, they're not in order of like which one do you hold in the highest regard.
I know, but I've got like more options than I have time for. Hello.
Stay out of the frame, please. We now have 3 watching,
Ooh,
which is including me.
I think I'm too boring because I'm taking my time.
Okay, well then I can do another one if.
Sure, you go ahead and do another one.
Let me actually think of
You
somebody.
mean you took? Okay.
I took what? I did nothing.
You know
I
what
was
you
waiting.
did. You know what you did.
Probably. Let's see. Who's someone? Probably David, but before he was king.
This is a good one.
So, like, in the amount of trust he had in God and the amount of courage he showed by taking on Goliath. So, King David twice.
Oh,
Ooh,
I know.
or Job and his patience and his faithfulness, even through the toughest of times.
Yeah. I like King Solomon. Because
But he had like 19,000 wives, and you have,
but
and you don't seek after girls.
I like what he
Well,
says in.
I mean, I don't actively seek after girls, but Finn has expressed his non-interest in any type of relationship further than friendship.
But I was referring to mainly in Ecclesiastes, because he talks about how everything is futile, and it's very true when you look at things in the long term. It's a very bleak way to look at things, but it's very true. If you are not living for the Lord, then nothing matters. Everything is chasing the wind.
Yes.
I think for my next one would be my grandpa on my mom's side, because he has done so much with his life. And
Is he still alive?
yeah, he's still alive.
So he outlived Stephen Hawking?
He's not that old.
Okay. Just,
He's
how old is your grandfather?
He's in the 70s.
Oh, he's older than my grandfather.
But
But you are also older than I am, so
I
it would
am.
make sense.
Huzzah. But he's always like willing to share his wisdom and stuff, and that's how I.
That's how grandfathers are. That's their whole job.
Not entirely. Not every grandfather you meet will do that.
I mean, their whole job. That's their whole job, is to tell you wisdom.
Yeah, but also he does it in a way where it's because he's also like with newer stuff, when he shares his opinion on it, he's very honest in the way he's like, this is my opinion. If you really want a conclusion, in fact, then that's up to you. But yeah, I really like my grandpa.
All right, I've said 4. You've said 4. So here comes my 5th and final one. I'd say my dad, because my dad.
I was thinking about my dad.
My dad.
I'm good.
Has done a lot in my life for sure, and as he has also touched other people's lives. Maybe not necessarily furthering their relationship with Christ, as most people we know already have a relationship with Christ. But he helps a lot of people. So like whenever anybody asks, hey, can you help me move into my house? My dad's always like, yeah, let's go. And he's also really nice to everyone. And there's a lot of stuff that I can relate back to him, but I'm going to let Finn talk about what he wants to talk about.
No, you can keep talking. I'm thinking.
Okay, so my dad, back before I was born, so wait, no, I was born, never mind. Back about 11 years ago, started a company called ADS, or Advanced Digital Solutions.
Aim down sights.
And what he did was it was a access control / monitoring installation. So he would install access control such as security cameras and all sorts of different security devices for big. He started out with casinos, and he eventually, as his reputation got more widespread, he ended up doing a bunch of different things. Well, he had several trials within that were very similar to Samson, to the struggles of Samson. So I thought it was very, where he trusted people and they kept trying to cheat him out of stuff. And he trusted them. Then he would trust them again. They would try to cheat him out of stuff. Because my dad is very forgiving. That's another thing that I admire about my father. So yeah, your turn.
No, just shut up. I'm going to say, because you already said your dad. And my dad's great too.
Oh, we have 2 more questions.
I'm gonna say my pastor, because I gave a sermon. Geez, that was December. Gosh. And he was like super supportive of me basically taking over his role for that week, and he is still very supportive about like helping me understand like giving sermons and stuff.
Okay, really quick. Sorry to interrupt. We have another question from Ethan, and Nathan suggests you might get more interaction on the Instagram.
If we could live stream there. I don't know how to do that. I think you got a phone.
I do. It would have to be on our phone.
Okay. So, did you want to read the question or shall I?
I shall read it this time because you read the last one.
Okay.
Ethan says, besides the elections, what are some goals you have for NC? Meet a bunch of people. Me personally, I love meeting new people all the time. Just, hi, how are you? How's it going? What's some interests you have? Something, I like striking up conversation and learning all sorts about different people. All right, Finn, what's another goal you have?
Oh, mine?
Yeah, we'll take turns.
Okay, so that's what mine. I like meeting new people. I'm gonna say catching up with people that I do know, because I haven't seen any of my Team Pack friends in a year. Because I didn't.
That includes me.
Yeah, because I didn't
Not
go to any
personally.
other Team Pack events last year. I wasn't able to. So being able to reconnect and be like, hey, how you doing?
Do you have any other presidential candidates coming from Florida? Do you know?
I don't. No.
Sorry, I'm thinking strategy right now. Sorry.
I also want to be. I want to be in the Ultimate Frisbee games this year because didn't realize how that worked at all last year, and I ended up playing in the soccer tournament instead. And I had never played soccer before, so you know,
just like trying to read. They're like, okay, go join your sports teams. You're like looking, you're like, where's my sports team on the with the Ultimate Frisbee? I just imagine this. This is not how this went, but you're just like, wait a second, that says soccer.
That didn't happen.
That didn't?
No.
I didn't think so, but
I wonder
it
if
would
they're
be
doing
funny.
the talent show this year.
Yes.
Are they?
Yes.
I didn't.
My
see
sister's gonna be into this year, actually.
Ooh, cool. What's she doing?
I don't know.
I tried to
I've
do
forgotten.
a stand-up comedy routine last year.
Oh yeah, and then
I
you
didn't
even
make
get-
it in, but it's okay.
I do remember that now.
I know what the problem was.
What?
I wrote it down instead of trying to improv it. Because I'm
Oh wait, were
bad
you
at
following
doing-
it to the letter?
I'm bad at doing things if I write it down. I have to do it improv or it's not as funny. Because it doesn't sound genuine.
Well, yeah, no. What you got to do is you got to write it down and as notes while you actually say what the joke is.
I can't do notes. I've never been able to. It always screws me over.
Well, no, you just got like, all right, tell a joke about this, and then maybe elaborate on it, and then tell a joke about this.
I don't know. I'm better at like, hey, this came to me in this moment in time. And I'm gonna use it.
All right, I mean, I'm more of a.
I probably won't go into the talent show this year.
My issue is I'm a context comedian. I'm not necessarily good at just bringing up old memories and making jokes out of them. I've got to have that stuff happen, and then my quick-ish wit will be like, oh, hey, maybe you should say this or do this, and it would make it funny. Or just elaborate on something funny.
Do you ever think about organic food?
For what?
Like organic food, it's just, hey, this food is organic. Do you even know what organic means? Probably not, but it costs like twice as much as normal food. And has the word organ in it, so you could assume it's good for you because you have those in your body.
Sure. Totally. I remember last year the winner was the Yo-Yo Master.
He was freaking amazing. I didn't get to watch the talent show. I was in a soccer game. But
yeah, I'm hopefully on a candidate, a presidential candidate's team. They didn't have room for you, Finn. I'm very sorry. I'm not enjoying the silence. He was like, the person I was talking to was like, we needed. I gave that spot to somebody who was not a candidate because we need people to play because if the whole team's just made a candidate and all the campaigning or doing the election hall,
be busy doing the election hall, and yeah, that was my other thing. I wasn't sure if I'll be a walk-on if I do go on a team, because I'm also concerned about campaigning in the election hall when we have to do that. So,
right. I'm excited for the beginning election hall. I didn't go last year in the very beginning because I was not as pumped about elections as everybody else generally was.
It's okay.
And it's just because it was my first year, man. And I didn't even really realize that there was going to be much to do with elections.
This is my first year, too.
Well, you did research.
Not really.
No? Well, then you had friends. I went by I met people and then rode in a car with just my family, who also was just going
I rode on a bus with a bunch of people from Florida. I'm doing that again this year.
I wish Kentucky could do that, but we're not quite. Oh, I'm so sad I messed up that shot. Anyway, yeah, but we're probably not doing that again. I really hope they give us the same rooms together again, because that will make stuff much easier.
Because then we can talk stuff in the evening like we did last time. Gosh, the freaking with Thomas and Christian, that was so much fun.
That was
4 of us.
I got drunk on drunk. Not actually. No alcohol was consumed.
No
alcoholic beverage was
root beer,
Yes, it was root beer.
Okay.
So it sounds like an alcoholic beverage, but it's not actually an alcoholic beverage.
Bless you.
That was Aiden.
I know. Bless you, Aiden.
Could you stop sneezing?
I'm trying.
Stop doing bodily functions! Put your finger over your nose!
Aiden, do this. It'll stop the sneeze. There's a nerve there that'll cancel out your sneeze urges.
It's like the bone on top of your mouth for brain freezes.
I've never had a brain freeze in my entire life. Not for lack of trying either.
I'm impressed.
Not for lack of trying. I have the inability of brain freeze. What time is it? How close are we to winding down the stream? 5 minutes. Okay, so right now we have 2 people currently.
Ethan
and Nathan. So what we'll do?
We can't give it to Nathan. He's on our team.
We'll flip a coin.
I have a
first person to comment heads or tails gets the first pick. And you'll find out now that if at NCU will get $50.
That you can do whatever you wish with. You can buy Chick-fil-A. You could buy Dunkin' Donuts. You can buy campaign merchandise for any campaign of your choosing. No discrimination. You can use it to pay for your sport. You
could buy donuts for your Bonjour group.
Yeah. That's another reason we need to be in the same room, so we can do that.
So we can buy donuts for our
last year, and it was awesome.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so depressed if they don't put us in the same room. I mean, like, not actually depressed, but I will be sorely disappointed.
There's a weird noise.
like I got to pick who was in my. I didn't really pick, but you get to pick at Kentucky, because people get to take and share rooms. Now I got to pick who I rode with.
That's cool.
Because my mom was in charge of seating arrangements.
Hmm.
So I got to pick who I rode with to the Capitol and back, which is like a 40-minute drive for Kentucky.
I think it's like 30 minutes. Florida.
So what is your camp all about? Like what camp do you guys stay at, and what all accommodations does it have?
I don't remember what it's called. We have a
I
kind
don't
of like a
remember what it's
guy's
called.
cabin kind of thing, and a girl's cabin on the other side. There's a little kind of half basketball court, a big open field for open frisbee. We have carpet ball. Carpet ball is the best. And then we've got a big cafeteria.
Carpet ball, carpet ball.
Do you have carpet ball?
Yes, we do have carpet ball. Do you have foosball?
No.
Oh man, that's sad. Foosball is great.
Foosball is great.
I am actually somewhat.
If you go to
Decent.
Congress, then you'll be able to see the Florida camp. Because it's at the same.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to Mom. She was like, "You want to go to judicial?" I was like, "No, I want to go to Congress."
Congress is
She's
awesome.
like, "But I totally think you would want to be in the law." And I'm like, "No, I do not want to go into law."
I almost went to judicial last year, but I didn't because it was going to be too expensive.
There's too much protocol involved in law
Oh.
for me.
It's my
I've realized that I am not cut out for law based on that. That I'm not meant for that much protocol. Now, of course, I follow protocol in many things.
Nathan asked for heads.
Heads. Okay. Finn, do you have a coin? I can go
It's
get one if you
tails.
don't have one. Does that mean?
That means Ethan gets it.
Sorry, Nate.
Crap. Fell.
Oh no, it's the best 2 out of 3. You gotta flip it 3 times. See how accurate it is.
I don't think that's how this works.
I mean, I don't. I was just making a
Tails
joke.
again.
Okay, then. Congratulations, Ethan. You are the winner of the $50 gift card.
Do-do-do.
Bum ba da. You'll get the card at NC, so that I don't have to worry about somehow digitally mailing it to you.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Someone's
You just got
knocking
knocked.
my door. It might be important. It's gonna have to wait a second though.
How many minutes do we have left?
1 minute, 60 seconds.
Ah, well then we can cut it short because we did start like 20, not even close, like 5 minutes early.
Okay. Well, my name has been Finberry. It is now changing. That's my sister
To-
in the background. She says hi. She has a message that I should probably read. It can wait just a second.
Oh wait, you got mail?
Yeah, I got mail. You've got mail. This has been Grace and Lyvers.
No, I shall exit myself. Okay.
It's your turn to exit. Just glad you enjoyed it. Waiting for the dramatic.
Okay, here we go. You ready, Finn? I'm Grayson.
You did.
I'm Grayson Lyvers, with my presidential candidate, Finn Berry. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to watch Nathan and Ethan. Thank you for all the great questions. Me and Finn and I really appreciate it. I can speak for him because I'm the presidential candidate.
That's allowed.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you at NC. Bye.